Hi everybody, Angie here, coming on with a fun video for you guys today. I have participated in this particular challenge before. I have reached out to a new fellow crafter here on YouTube by the name of Brenda Clark. I hadn't seen her or her videos before, but she showed up on my For You page here, and I clicked on her, and just for whatever reason, something said she would be an ideal person to reach out and see if she wanted to do the 5-item swap challenge with. So I did. I reached out to her, and she was more than willing and excited to do this challenge with me. And for those of you that are not familiar with this particular challenge, you find yourself a partner. You each swap 5 random items of your choice, and when each partner gets those particular items that you've sent them, you do a make of your choice with them. And if you choose to do a video and show the process, that's even better. So with that being said, we're going to get right into this. Here are my 5 items that Brenda sent to me. I'm not going to show the other side of the envelope just for there's personal information with the addresses and such on those. She sent me a nice little note saying hi and thank you for offering to invite her to this challenge. And here are my items. Now, she sent me a soda pop top and a die cut butterfly, beautiful piece of cardstock paper, 2-sided, and I'm just torn which side I want to use. I don't even know. This pretty wired trim here, and this black and white image from a magazine or a book, or I guess it would be a book here. And it says Moses standing upon Mount Nebo. Isn't that gorgeous? And then this was just in there just to stabilize the envelope. But I was trying to think of a way maybe I could use this as well. But let's get right into this because I kind of have an idea what I want to try to do, but I don't know how much time it's going to take. So we're going to get right into this and get started. Now, this is my biggest image here, and it's so beautiful. I don't want to take away from it any if I can help it, but I'm gonna have to cut it down just because it's so large. But my thought was I put it up against here, and it's almost the same size as the envelope that it came in. So I think what I'm gonna do, even though it's the 5 items, I'm gonna include a 6th item, and I'm gonna use her envelope in this. So I'm gonna cut it down because this envelope is 6 by 9.5, and that's just too large even if I make a project to go into you know, our journals and such. So I'm going to trim it down some, but I'm going to try not to trim it down too much. Now I'm just opening up the envelope, cutting off the edges. See what I'm working with here, and I'm going to take away the piece, this front side that has the information, and we'll use this back portion. See? Okay. So I'm gonna have to bring this back up in a moment, but let me just kind of do some measuring and see what I want to do. Because what I thought was we'd just do like a full page layout, so to speak, to go onto a journal page. And our normal journal pages are 5.5 by what is that? 5.5 by 8.5, 5.25 by 8.5. So I'm gonna have to at least get it down to that size. So I want to keep this text down here on the bottom. Okay, and then I think I would rather take a little bit away from this side rather than the tree. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just go down to like 5. I think we'll still be saving the most of the picture, leaving the image somewhat intact, so I'm only losing a little bit. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and trim that a little bit off right there. Okay. Now what I thought I'd do is we're just going to put this right down on here. But I don't particularly like that color of that orange, even though the orange does kind of go with the color on the butterfly. So I'm kind of torn there. I think I'm going to put a little bit of color, and I'm not sure which one I want to use. So I'm just going to do a little test on the back side and see, or on the underside, should I say, and see how that's going to look. Yeah, I think I want to go with the brown espresso. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave a little bit of a mat, and I'm just going to go around the edges on that. And I'm just going to do it right on my mat, and I'll clean my mat when I'm done. So don't freak out and say, oh, what is she doing? It can be wiped clean. Okay, and I'm just going to bring in some color to these edges. See how far up I need to go. And really make it nice and deep and dark. So yeah, I was very happily excited when I viewed Brenda's channel. She does similar makes, junk journaling, journal makes, ephemera, things like that. So I was really enthusiastic when I reached out to her, and even more so when she accepted. I love it when I can meet new people and make new friends, and I love participating in these open challenges and different things like that. It just kind of takes us out of our comfort zone and gives us a new view to look at things. And let's see, right about there, I think, huh? Okay, so I need to come up. All right. So yeah, I was really excited, and I hope she is too. She was so nice, and she immediately was like, oh yeah, I've heard of this challenge before. Oh, most definitely. And so we got our items off in the mail right away, and yeah. So to be honest, I can't even remember what I sent her. I didn't want to make it too difficult. Like I said, I have done this challenge a couple times before, and you know, I kind of like it like this piece here. You know, you throw something in there that's gonna, you know, give somebody a little bit of a, say, okay, I got to think about this one, you know. I'm going to use a rusty hinge around the paper, the image. But yeah, you know, you don't want to make it so easy to where you're like, oh, it's just another make, you know. You want to get them thinking outside the box maybe a little bit. You know, it is called a challenge for a reason. So that's why I like it. You don't know what is going through the other person's mind when they're gathering your pieces up for you, you know. So yeah, I think that's a lot of fun. Okay. So I think that sets nicely off of the brown. Okay, let's do that. Oh, I got to trim the top here. Well, I could do that after I glue it down. And I'll bring my big cutter back up real quick. Now I think I'm going to make this into a pocket, so I'm not going to glue the top. My thought is we're going to make this into a nice piece that you could just put right down onto a journal page, and we'll have a pocket on there. I think I'll leave about a 1/4 of an inch all the way around. Oh, that's pretty. Isn't that pretty? Okay, let me bring this up. Just like that. Oh, that's so pretty. What a lovely image. Okay, let's move that. Then my thought is I would use this as a nice big journaling card because it fits right. Should. Yep, look at that. How perfect, right? But the thing is, which side? This side brings out some of the colors that we have, but then so does that one. I don't know. All right, let me set that in there. And my next thought was, she sent me this pretty wired ribbon, and I pulled a piece of it away. This portion here, this ribbon is really, really delicate. And when I pull it away, it's kind of a little bit tearing against the ribbon. But I think if I'm careful, it won't be too bad. So I'm going to separate it just like that. And I'm going to put this down right there. Again, I don't want to take away from the image, and I definitely want the wording. So I'm going to put that right there. Okay. And then I think once I put some glue down on where I ripped it away, that will reinforce the ribbon area right there some as well. Okay, just like that. And we can kind of see a little bit of the glue coming through the ribbon, but I think once that dries, it should dry kind of clear and shouldn't be too bad. Okay, so we got that down. All right, and then let's see, since this is going to be a tag, my thought was we'll go ahead and do some corners. And then I was thinking about putting this as a tab, just like that. Well, we're already using the ribbon there. Let's see. See how that would look. I was thinking about putting this right in the body, maybe. That's my thought. But I also just had another thought. The walking stick that he's using, what if I use the edge of this ribbon and overlay it onto his walking stick? How fun would that be? That's thinking outside the box, huh? All right. Because there's a wire in there. Yeah, I like it. Let's try it. It's nice and thin. we're just going to go over the ribbon on this one. My scissors should cut right through that wire pretty easily. Okay. See which we want to be the top and which do we want to be the bottom. And I'm hoping my art glitter glue will hold this. I may have to come back in with something a little stronger, but I'm hoping that'll work. Hold that for a moment. It's working pretty good except for where the ribbon is. I may have to reinforce that with a little something. Okay, we'll let that go for the moment and continue on. I need a small little piece for in between the hands. It's a small piece too. See if we can get that in there. Okay, and then the last bit. Okay. Try and get it straight. And down we go. Okay, yeah, I think I'm going to have to work on this end piece here where it doesn't seem to want to stick to the ribbon, but I can always fix that later. But I like that. It gives a little texture to our page, okay? Actually, I just thought, no, I don't have enough. I wish I had 2 more pieces. I wonder, let me see if we can make this work. You know what, it may. I just had another thought. I'm going to cut off this other end. Right up next to it, edge. I kind of like that for texture. And I'm going to run a bead right along where those stitching was, where the 2 pieces came together. And again, I'm going to use the art glitter glue just temporarily for sake of video time, but if I have to come back on and reinforce that with a different glue, I will do so later. Just like, and I'm sure I'm going to have to, because this is going to give me a little bit of trouble, I think. But I like that for texture. I think it's really kind of does something. You know what? Hold on, guys. I'm going to grab my glue gun and plug it in. I've got it right here. It's just going to take a moment to get hot. Okay. I got that plugged in. While that's getting hot, we're going to come over to this. Okay. Now my thought for this is I'm going to run a little glue on the bottom half of this, because we're going to use this as like a tag topper. that. And then I'm going to put this right in the middle there, but I'm going to stitch it in. And I'm seeing, okay, I've got some crocheted twine here. Got myself a good long piece. Let's see, this doesn't usually take too long to get hot, so as soon as that gets hot, we'll pop back over to that. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on this just to hold it in place while I'm sewing it down. And that may not work either. May have to use hot glue on that as well. Most likely we will. Okay. So, let's see. Let me get my pin back in my glue. Get that out of the way. All right, let's see if this baby's hot. Oh, it's hot. There we go. All right, let's do a little dab right there. And then we're going to run a little bit Gotta move kind of quickly because we all know the glue, hot glue, dries pretty rapidly. There we go. Down we go. Give that a little press. All right. And then we can snip that off. And right along the top edge. Let's see. Now this one we're going to have to piece together. But I think we'll have enough to make it. Let's see. Down we go. Okay. Yeah. What do you think, guys? All right. You think that'll work? I can unplug a hot glue gun. Get that out of the way. And on we go. Let's move this. Little strings. And okay, so that's what we've got so far. And then this is going to be the tag, and my thought was that I would just sew this on. But I'm going to use my poker here and just kind of give myself a guide. Some holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See if we can get 6 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I made it long enough just in case I want to go all the way around. But we'll see if this is going to work. Okay. Oh, that didn't stick. Is my hot glue gun still hot? See if I can get another little pinch of glue out of there. Okay. Now I want to come on the inside here. We're just going to go around. Ugh. I'm going through the die cut and the cardstock. It's pretty thick paper now. So now I'm getting tangled. All right, I think I messed up. Let's see here. All right. Let's try that again, guys. Okay. All right, so we came out. And now we got to go back in here. Keep track of my in and out motion here. Okay. Top hole. There we go. Back out. Okay. Then I want to come back up to the top on the opposite side where we started, which is, where's that hole? There we go. And then back out to the other side. Like that, just for something, for a little fun. What do you think? Should we go back through to the other side? A little slow stitching. There we go. Keep track of which holes to go in and out of here. Okay, so now we gotta hop over to this one. There we go. I think we might have missed a stitch there somewhere, but I'm not sure. All right, and then we're gonna cut this off and tie a knot and along the back. Okay, snip that. And we can either back that with maybe some coffee dyed paper or something, but it's so pretty. I think it's okay. The stitching isn't too bad. I think it adds a little something. I think I'm pleased with it just like that. How cute is that? I think it's adorable. Okay, I kind of feel like we need something there, even though we've got that text down there. Now, that kind of sticks out kind of far, doesn't it? Let's trim this down, just maybe by an inch. Let's see. 'Cause yeah, that's way, way too long. Let's just take off about an inch. Let's see where we're at here. Oh yeah, perfect. Look at that. And we could even grab these other scissors here. We could do something like, let's see. Try and get a straight cut if I can. Bring that in there. And again, I'm gonna need my hot glue, aren't I? Okay, I guess I should have left that plugged in. Let's bring that back up real quick. And I hope you guys can see, it's getting kind of dim and dark in this room. Let me take a look. While that glue is getting hot, I may have to turn my desk light on for you. Oh, it looks okay. Okay, just want to make sure you guys can see. Okay. I'm thinking trim that down just a snip here. There we go. So we can get that right there. Yeah, I like that. Okay, let's do that. And let's bring in a little bit of color. That's not quite hot, we've got a moment. And I think we're gonna use the rusty hinge. bring in some more of the color from the butterfly and the edge of the focal image there. I think that will pop nicely on the light background of the ribbon, the satin ribbon portion. Yeah. Okay. Let's see, is this hot? It's hot. Okay. Let's put this down. There. Pardon my head. Go. How about that? Okay. Remove this. Get that glue out of the way. Okay. I think that's pretty good. I like it. Just like that, guys. What do you think? What beautiful pieces to work with. Okay, well that's going to be my make, Brenda. All I have left is this small piece of trim that I took the lace portion off, and then I've got a little piece of the lace left, and just a couple tiny pieces left off the bottom of that tag. But this will go directly right on a journal page, just like that. And then we've got a nice big tag. I can still do some decorating on here if I choose. Back this with a piece of plain paper just for some journaling. But what a beautiful, beautiful project. Thank you, Brenda. I had some fun doing that. And what beautiful elements to work with. It's always easier when you have great pieces, right? Okay. Well, that's going to be my make today, guys. Thank you so very much. I will leave all the information in the description box. This is hashtag 5-item swap challenge with Brenda Clark here on YouTube. I suggest you please go over and take a look at her video and see what she makes with the items that I sent to her. And thank you so very much for spending some time with me today, guys. I truly appreciate it. Again, thank you, Brenda. This was a very, very fun swap. I appreciate you participating in this with me. And until next time, guys, thank you so very much. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.